up, babe? Welcome to Team Alone and Child Boxing, keeping it real boxing, everything boxing. Gonna have a guest pop in here with me a little bit. My man Big Vern from the Boxing the DC group gonna be in here, man. We got a lot to bust down. We got a lot to bust down, man. What's up with you? What's up, fam? How you doing? Everything's everything. Pray everybody's doing good today. Pray everybody's having a wonderful Monday. Man, I'm gonna be honest. Before I even get started, hold on. Let me make sure this thing is on and proper. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all can hear me out there. I mean, we're gonna make sure that everything's everything. We're gonna do what we do. Hold on, y'all. We gotta get this thing right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Gotta make sure we're in the one. How y'all doing today, man? Gonna have a guest pop in with us in a few minutes, man. Pray everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna start off somewhere else, but outside of boxing, real quick, man. If you was on Instagram last night and you had the opportunity to see that versus battle with the Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Ozzy brothers, man, that was epic. I mean, that was something that was out of worldly, man. And even some of that went on last night gonna tie into what we're gonna talk to in this boxing topic today too, man. But man, that was real. That was real, man. Boxing the DC group, where y'all at, man? We got a lot to chop up with y'all today, man. We got a lot to get in with y'all today, man. Boxing the DC group. This day, today is all about you. The day is definitely about you. We're gonna get it in. All right, for starters, let me just get popping on some of these hot topics. My man Jamal Herring had a big win over Carl Frampton this weekend, man. I think a lot of people didn't even pick him to win the fight. A lot of people was down on him. A lot of people didn't expect him to do what he did, but man, not only did he win, he won big, got the big stoppage, got the knockout. I mean, it was crazy, man. So shout out to him and everything he do. So the question now becomes, where did he go from here? You know what I mean? Where does he go from here? Where he goes from here, we want to see him. Listen, to be honest with you, a lot of people not gonna like this choice. He's looking at Oscar Valdez, and I don't have a problem with that. You know, it's a unification bout or a unified fight for the two of them, and why not? You know what I mean? I mean, of course, I want Shakur to get a big fight, but if he can get a shot at Oscar Valdez, because it's a clear that they're not trying to put Oscar Valdez in the ring with Shakur, because if they was going to do that, they'd have did it by now. You know what I mean? There's no reason why Shakur shouldn't have already been in the ring with him. The fight shouldn't have already been made, and things like that. You know what I mean? So if Jamel can get that fight, and it'll be, like I said, it's a unified fight between Jamel and Oscar Valdez. Why not? Go ahead and do that, and then way at least he'll get a major fight, and then some. Hopefully, after that, the winner of that fight will fight Shakur Stevenson, because we do need Shakur to get a big fight. But if he chose to go after Oscar before going to Shakur, I have no problem with that. Tap in with me, Boxing the DC. Where y'all at? I mean, but yeah, I have no problem with him tapping in with him getting Oscar Valdez before Shakur, because, like I said, it's a unified fight and it's a big fight for Jamal Herring. And like I said, man, that was a shocker to me. I wanted him to win. I expected him to win. You know what I mean? And because we all know that Frampton is a heck of a fighter. You know what I mean? He come to boogie. He come to boogie. So you know, we expected war, we expected fireworks, but man, he really went out there and really put on a masterful performance. He really beat Jamal up. I mean, he really beat Carl Frampton up, man. And I mean, shout out to him. He had a wonderful career. He fought a lot of fighters, Leo Santa Cruz, Josh Warrington. He has nothing to be ashamed of. So if he decided he want to move on, spend time with his family, and do what he need to do as a fighter, we go from there. You know what I mean? So shout out to Carl Frampton for being in there anyway, man. You know what? In a few seconds, I'm gonna tap my man Big Vern in from the Boxing the DC group. We got a lot to get in. We got a lot to get in. What up, Big Vern?
What's up, brother? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I'm there. Going. I was just posting it to my page. How you, man? I'm at work, man. Just chilling. About to get
Okay.
down here. get off in a few minutes, then come back down here and train some of these youngers up there in Anacostia Park.
Got you. Yeah. Got you. We got a lot to get into today, babe. So I started off with the Carl Frampton, Jamel Harrington fight. Gerald Harrington's fight. I didn't expect that, but I'm happy he won. I'm happy for him. He has a real good story, story, man. But man, man. What you think of the fight?
I thought it was excellent. Like I was telling the guys in the group the other day, man, I said one thing I liked the way he was doing, man. He was fighting tall but tight, man. And this punch placement was excellent. It was just tight, like everything was just wham. That boy, he couldn't keep up with him. He looked too big for him, though. Is that like, am I tripping, or did he look a lot bigger than him?
He did, but I don't know where that come from. I can't speak to why he looked that much bigger than him. That I don't know.
Right. But like you said, Frampton, man, he's no shame in that. He just got worked over. It happens, man. It happens. But her, he looks a lot better.
Well,
too.
that was the best
because he trained with Bo Mack and them too, right?
Huh?
Yeah, he trained with Crawford and them, right?
Yeah, he trained over there with Bo Mack and them. He trained over there with Bo Mack and them. So, like I said, him, Crawford. They got a deep camp over there.
Okay.
They got a deep camp over there. But hey, listen. Like I said, regardless of what it was, whether he was too big, too strong, whatever it is, this was a fight that was deemed to be major for him. He aced it with flying colors. And now the question is he going to fight Oscar Valdez or the winner of Shakur and his next fight, which we all know going to be Shakur? I want Shakur to get a big fight, but if he chose to go with Oscar Valdez in a unification or unified title fight, I'm not mad at that either. What you think about that?
I think I agree with you totally on that one, but I like that boy Oscar Valdez too. I like him, but I like Shakur over both of them though.
All right, so you know what? I know I got the topics laid out a certain way, but we're gonna hop around in here because there's some things we got to speak about.
Okay,
like first thing we're gonna hit on. Let's address a couple of elephants in the room because some of these topics all tie in together. They're gonna bring us back. When we get to the other topics, it's gonna come back to this topic. It's a lot going on. So let's start with this. Let's start with this. Who everybody said they felt was the most overrated fighter. I thought that was interesting. Hey.
He said, you see what Kev said? He said Roy Jones.
Yeah.
I was shocked. And I don't put Roy Jones as the best or nothing like that in my book, but I think he up there. Definitely up there. I was thrown off though.
Somebody said Mike Tyson.
You can argue that, but I don't think so. I think Mike just,
Some people said Mike Tyson. Like I said, what got me interested and made me post this topic is something that I wanted to bust down, and I'm waiting for them to get in the comments so I can put their comments up there.
Right. Man, did you see that, man? Yeah. Did you see that earlier? That thing I posted with Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns was on his podcast. Man, I was over there, John, man, laughing all morning looking at that, man. Yeah, that was some good stuff. But I don't think Mike was overrated. It's just like my father always told me something. He said, son, I'm going to tell you something. This was a while back. He said, Mike ain't never going to be able to beat a big man with a good jab. And I was like, no, you tripping, man. It seemed like to me, a fighter to have a real stiff, shotgun jab, man, he had problems with it. Yeah.
Oh, man. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that is when we say overrated, right? See, the thing about this is this. It's a layered topic because if we're gonna say he's overrated, right? If we're gonna say these fighters that they put on the list is overrated, even though it's a couple of them on there I agree with that we're gonna get to, but we're gonna start with Mike. If you're gonna put him on the overrated list, then there's a lot of fighters out here right now we got to put on the list now.
Right.
Because the criteria has changed.
Yeah.
See, in my time, if we graded on the landscape that I always graded fighters on, then I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. I still don't think he wasn't overrated though.
Check this out though. Here's my thing with that. For the argument for Mike, and I'm not a Mike hater, But Mike beat up a lot of Mike beat a lot of over the hillers. A lot of over the hillers.
Yeah, trash cans and tomato cans. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree there, but I still don't think he was overrated. I think it just seemed like, man, something mentally, you know what I'm saying, with Mike, that's what like his career kind of down spiral. You know, this is what I think personally, you know what I'm saying, that was the mess, you know, the death of his career, like his mental, you know, whatever his health that he got going on seemed like to me.
All right, here's the thing. If you're gonna say Mike Tyson is overrated, right? And then somebody else gonna say Roy Jones is overrated, right?
Right.
See, we also have somebody in the comments that said Triple G is overrated, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Huh?
I don't think Triple G overrated.
Why not?
He's solid.
Why not?
I mean, but what, all right, let me ask you this then. What makes you, I'm just trying to understand, what makes you think that he's overrated?
Why do I think Triple G is overrated?
Yes.
Okay, let's look at this. He's been in one weight class his entire career.
Right.
For 34, 35 fights, he's 36 fights, he's been in one weight class.
Okay.
One. He's never unified or been undisputed at that weight class at no point in time in his life, right?
Okay.
Now, as we go through his list of fighters, right? We go through his list of fighters, right? The best fighters he fought was Danny Jacobs, Canelo, David the Mule, and that boy Derevyanchenko, right?
Derevyanchenko, yeah.
We can make a great argument that he lost to Derevyanchenko, he lost to Danny Jacobs, and he definitely lost the second Canelo fight.
Yeah, I definitely agree there.
Where do we go from there? Where do we go from there?
Yeah, I don't think.
I think this is where. Listen, y'all in the comment section. If y'all don't think that Triple G is overrated, here's your chance to win me. Prove it to me.
Right. I guess you got a point there. I still think he's solid though. I still think he's solid.
I'm asking. Listen, what I'm saying is this: hold him to the same. Okay, put it like this. You know how we debate in there all the time, right? Hold him to the same level of accountability that we hold Earl Spence or one of the rest of them. Put him feet to the fire the same way.
I agree there. But Earl, man, they giving. Why everybody keep giving my boy the blues, man?
We're coming to that. We're gonna get to that. I just want to use that as an example to show you why. If we're gonna grade these other fighters to that level, sounds like Tyson's resume to me. Ooh. What do you mean though? Hold on. What do you mean? You talking about Triple G's resume? You talking about it's similar to Tyson's resume? That what you trying to say? Come on. I mean, I just want to make sure I'm clear. I'm gonna put you on the screen so we can see what he said. Right there. See?
Let me see if I can see.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on, bro. No, you ain't got my man from the versus battle picture on you.
Oh, who was that? What's his name?
Hey, come on, man. He got the my man from the Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Name Verdell or something. Verdine.
Man, don't do that, man.
Hey, look, I thought that was Ash, the dude from Ashford and Simpson.
Hey, listen. Like I said when I first started the show to everybody, listen.
Right.
If you had a chance to see that versus battle last night, that was epic. Like that. But back to this overrated boxing conversation. Back to this overrated conversation. Now, here's my thing, right? Somebody also said Amir Khan.
Oh,
what?
He's solid. I wouldn't say overrated. I mean, he's.
You know what? I know what it is.
You can.
I figured you out. I know what it is. You listen, and I like it. You're a boxing fan, so you don't want to say nothing bad about no fighter. That's okay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. You know, I just respect them because, man, like
I know what I'm saying. I ain't mad at that, but I'm gonna tell you the truth.
But Amir Khan can fight though, man. That boy, he just ain't got no defense. He don't have no defense. He just all offense.
What do you want us to do? Listen, he came out the gate, right?
Right.
He came out the gate. I never will forget it. Like what I posted in there earlier, the clip I showed earlier. My first time ever hearing about the dude. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. You saw that arena? That man had a sold out arena, did just for him.
Yeah.
And got knocked out in 30 seconds.
By Brady's Prescott. He tried to hook with a hooker, got a rock in that joint, man.
In the first round, 30 seconds in the fight. Like I told you, I'm dead serious. I listened to what the man said. I said, okay, here's my chance to get a good look at the guy. I went in the kitchen, came back, the fight was over.
Brady's Prescott, man, he put that hammer on him, Slim.
Come on, man.
And
here's my thing with this. Here's my thing in this. To me, and then when he got in the ring with Danny, he got knocked out again. But here's my thing. He's a decent fighter. His defense is horrible. He's been knocked out numerous times. But here's my issue. Here's my issue with Amir Khan. And I'm so glad. I can't remember who put his name up there, but whoever put Amir Khan up as being overrated, I'm so glad you did it. But I got a question, because I told you I was going to flip this today. Tell me something. How does a guy that got knocked out by Bredes Prescott, Danny Garcia, end up in the ring with Canelo Alvarez? I need somebody to explain that to me.
Oh, that's, you know why?
You explain that to me, because we had a debate just last week when everybody said, oh, what has Charlo done to get a fight with Canelo? What has Boo Andre done to get a fight with Canelo? But here's a man that got knocked out twice at one point, and he got a fight with Canelo. I need somebody to bust that down for me.
You know why? Because he got star power, man. He got star power.
Because listen. When Earl and Terrence fight don't happen because of money, we still holding Earl Spence 2 feet to the fire, right? We're still saying, oh, he's scared, he's ducking,
Earl ain't scared of nothing, man.
Huh?
Earl ain't scared of nothing.
But I'm saying this. What you see what I'm doing? All the arguments and debates that we have throughout the course of the week, I'm bringing them all to the table. I'm putting it all on the table. It's the same argument. What do you think?
But why you think everybody try to hold Earl Spence accountable for this fight not being made between him and Bud? It's not his fault.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
We're gonna get to that. Because one of my topics today is the PBC hate and the PBC hate.
Right, it's real, bro. It's real.
It's real. And
I don't get it.
Let me bust this down real quick.
Okay.
Now, no shade to the other to this guy who does his show. I watch everybody's show. If you got a show doing boxing, I watch it. I don't watch it to continue. I just watch it because I'm a fan of the sport. I ain't no shade. But this particular brother, he also does a live in the same group, as I do. So I watched a live. Me and him are watching another boxing live. We're all watching the live. It's the Keith Thurman interview. He typed the question in for the guy to ask the question. He asked the question, and the question was, ask Keith when the last time he talked to Al, right?
Right.
He never answered the question.
Nope.
The guy jumps off that live, goes to his own live, and puts up, what's up, Chuck Lane? And he goes to his own live, and he puts up, oh, Keith Thurman says he hasn't talked to Bob and Al, and who knows how long, and went on to a whole long live about how Al hasn't talked to Keith and all these other fighters. My question for everybody is, why is that even a question? Why is that a topic? And why do you care?
Yeah.
That's step one. Before I even get to the many levels of why that is, my problem with everybody is this. I don't want to be a PBC apologist, and I don't want to be up here every day and got to defend the PBC. But good God, if a PBC fighter stumped their toe on a live, somebody on a YouTube or Twitter or on here, their next topic will be, oh, Earl Spence, when somebody asked him about Terrence Crawford, he stumped his toe. That proves he's ducking. Stop that, man.
Yeah.
If they sneeze on the live, oh my God, he's allergic to fighting them. Stop already.
Oh man,
Why do you want to know when the last time Keith talked to Al? Is what I want to know. Why is that important?
No, it ain't.
Why is that important? But then on top of that, they went on this whole long soliloquy about how, okay, this is proof that PBC is falling apart. My question for all y'all out there, because I know some of y'all gonna come for me and say, oh, this, that, and the third about PBC. So let me pose it to y'all in this manner. My question is this. What are they doing over there that ain't nobody doing any other place? Tell me that. And if you can prove that to me in complete solid, I'll shut up. But here's my thing. We're going to go on a live and rant, and he's not the only one. Several people did it. Several YouTubers. Because see, before I even come on here, I go to Twitter, I go to Instagram, I go to YouTube. I listen to everybody's stuff.
Absolutely.
So when I come to y'all, I'm not bringing up stuff that I'm in my own stuff. I'm telling you what everybody's saying, because I listen to everybody's show. No matter who you are, I listen to you. You know what I mean? From the biggest to the smallest. I just want to hear what people are talking about.
Just perspective.
So my thing is, okay, watch this. The sky's falling if Al has or hasn't talked to Keith. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But Canelo left Golden Boy, sued the zone, but nobody says nothing. Teofimo Lopez just won a big fight against Lomachenko, and just lost, and then Top Rank lost his fight to a purse bid, the Triller, and now he's not with Top Rank no more. But everything's fine over there. That ain't a topic. I ain't see y'all drop the phone and flip out and go see that.
Yeah.
You got another hot one for you.
You definitely following the trail, bro.
Listen. Here's a hot one for you. This is another topic that I'm gonna bring into this topic. How about this trouble in paradise? I ain't hating on I was never hating on the Bud Pacquiao fight to begin with. I applauded it. I wanted to fight it because I just want to see the fight start moving. But I had my suspicions from the jump. And just like that,
No, I'm listening to you.
And just like that, it's trouble in paradise because it's reports coming from Pacquiao camp that say they don't even know what y'all talking about. They don't know what Bob Arum's talking about at all.
Herrings, that's what they call it, Herrings.
So wait a minute. Now, if let that be on the other side of the street. Oh my God, you're going in boxing.
Yeah.
This is what Bob Arum is doing. Let me help y'all out. Yeah. He's trying to get a big fight for Crawford because he only has one fight left with him. He's on a one-fight deal with Terence Crawford. This is his last fight on the contract. So he's trying to get him a major fight with one of the major players. And in that, hopefully he'll get to keep Terence, trying to, smooth him over to maybe re-sign again because he knows the potential that Terence has. But here's the thing. The people on the other side of the street ain't playing that game. They saying, we giving your man his props. We saying your man one of the best pound for pound, best fighters in the sport. We saying your man this, we saying your man that. Well, Earl, Manny, and everybody is saying, we not scared to fight Terence. But if you want us to fight him, you got to pay like you weigh.
Yeah.
Period. We not fighting that man on no discount. We're not fighting that man on no low count, especially when you just turned around and said that Tyson Fury is going to get $100 million to fight Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, he tripping like big shoes, man.
You know what I mean? You offering people $1 million to fight Terence Crawford.
The Sean Porter joint was disrespectful, though. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, you offering that man $1 million.
What did he make the fight before that? Like $2 or $3 million?
Doesn't matter. See, let me tell y'all something. Glad you said that. Everybody, stop using that as a crutch or an excuse. What somebody made in previous fights does not matter because that doesn't dictate how much the fight that we're negotiating is worth. How much is the fight we're negotiating worth? See, you're not going to make the same amount fighting, this fighter that I am fighting you. You know what I'm saying? Like if Deontay Wilder fights some no-name trash can, he's not going to make the same money he's going to fighting Tyson Fury. He's not going to make the same money he'll make fighting Anthony Joshua. It's about who am I fighting, how big is the fight, how much is the fight worth. Stop doing that. I don't care if that man made $1.50 his last fight.
I still think though, man, that fight will pull some decent numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It definitely will pull decent numbers. Yeah. Comment section. Let me hear you. We talking about the PBC hate, the PBC thirst. Who you think your most overrated fighter is? What's going on with the boxing politics? We here with it. I'm here with it. All I'm saying is this: for all your PBC haters, and all your PBC detractors, give me a valid reason. Give me something that they're doing that ain't nobody else doing, and I'll shut up.
Right.
But it's enough blame to go around the building. Like, for instance, let's look at this. With Teofimo Lopez, right?
Mm-hmm.
He beat Lomachenko. He called out Devin Haney. His father and Devin Haney's father did a live together on several shows.
Right.
Right? Then Bob comes out and said, well, Devin's name not big enough. We're not fighting Devin. That fight ain't happening.
I saw that.
Right? Nobody says nothing. Then on top of that, Ryan Garcia fights a dude in an eliminator to become Devin's mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's fighting Devin's other mandatory, Javier Fortuna.
Fortuna, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Linares versus Haney. There's nothing wrong with Javier Fortuna versus Ryan Garcia. But that's not what we signed up for.
Absolutely.
That's not what y'all posted at the beginning of the year. The new four kings of the 135 division. Yeah. We're asking for a round robin of y'all. That's what we asked for. The fans of the sport asked y'all to give us a round robin, and you giving us a bunch of keep busy. Maybe good fights.
Yeah. What's up with Tank though? Any word on what's going on with him?
Well, he was supposed to be fighting a guy at 140, Mario Barrios, but after this situation, I think he's playing a low profile. Yeah, he's playing a low profile for a while till we figure out what we're gonna do. What he's gonna do with this case that he got going on. Mm-hmm. But I got more. Hold on. We're gonna bust down a few more things. I'm sorry, but I'm on one today, Big Vern.
Oh yeah, let me add this though. Remember, I said this in a couple of the live streams from before. That boy, man, Gary Russell brother, like that, man. That boy like that. What's his name? Is his name Gary Antoine Russell? Am I saying that right? And that boy like this, man.
Speaking of that, like I said, listen, we got both Russell. We got both Russell brothers. The other Russell brothers also tapped in to do interviews. They will be on here within the next few weeks. We just got to get the schedules right, you know, and then we'll get them on here, and you know they'll make their announcements. You know what I mean? So we definitely got that going on.
Yeah, I like their family, man. They some good men over there, man. They father raised them dudes right over there, man. Solid dudes, man.
Chuck Lane. Put your email in the chat, in the comments real quick, homeboy, or send it to me to my phone. But yeah,
what's this little young brother from here? Remember, who was I talking to? I can't remember this young brother name, but he from here. But he was like 16. He spawned Tank. Did he just sign with Floyd?
Yeah.
What's his name again?
I forgot it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. And he's doing big things. He's doing big things. But let's stay hot right here. Everybody, if you're in the comment section, tell me who's your most overrated fighter that you think of right now. Whatever the name comes against Ryan, whoever you think is overrated, put it out there. I don't care if you say it's Turner. I don't care if you say it's Earl. Whoever it is, put it out there. Put it out there.
You say all time or just right now?
Anytime.
Michael Dokes. Like, no, I'm just joking.
Michael Dokes?
Yeah. I'm just joking, man. Don't listen
Michael Dokes for so many people, Shard.
Hey, dog, he had the cornrows before anybody had them.
Look at this.
Who?
Oh, you gonna get fried. Oh, you about to get fried.
He said Tank. He said Tank is overrated.
He's saying to him, Tank is overrated. That's what he's saying.
I respect his opinion, but I totally agree, man. I disagree.
Listen, that's what I need y'all to do. That's what I need all y'all to do. Listen, let's take your personals out of it. Take your personal feelings out of it. All right, you know what? Tell me why you think you're overrated. I'm gonna do it like that. Tell me why you think Tank is overrated.
Me or the young man that just posted?
I'm asking him to do it. Tell me why you think Tank is overrated. Matter of fact, if I can find your email, I'm gonna put you on the screen. I'm gonna let you tell everybody why you think Tank overrated. That's right.
Man, Tank, man. He gifted. He ain't the greatest boxer I've seen him, but man, that power, man.
Look what he said. He can fight, but I think he needs to fight more credible opponent.
Well, that's coming. It's coming. The way he knocked Leo Santa Cruz over, man. Good God, man. That looked like, you know how the cartoon drawn back in the day when the dude knocked him out, man.
Speaking of that, all right, this is what I need everybody to do. Let me say this. Most of the fighters came straight ahead. I don't care how. See.
Huh? He said what again?
He said most of the fighters outside of Leo came straight ahead.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I'm sure some smoke gonna come soon, so we're gonna really see. But as long as he got that one hitter quitter, man, and he can load that joint at any time, man.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing on that. I need everybody to look at it this way. See, when other fighters fight these champions, right? Like you listen how the commentators commentate some of these fighters, and then when Tank and guys like that fight, they change their whole demeanor how they commentate the fight. All I want us to do, let's be consistent. Whatever your criteria is, whatever your argument with is, stick with that.
That's right.
Cause see, if any one of them other fighters would have fought a four division world champion in Leo Santa Cruz, we'd be giving them praise.
Big time. He knocked them peoples out, man. Smack out, man. Like what I say? Brother see him against a fighter with an action boxing skill, for example. Hey, listen, I'm dying to see him fight Gary Russell, man. I think, I think Gary, man. I'm definitely rooting for the home team on that one, but I think
everybody here in the DMV, we all know we want that fight.
I think that's a good scrap right there, man. But I think Gary Speed, man, to give him problems.
I think that's a major fight. It's definitely a fight that can be put together that give the fans everything they need, everything they want. I don't see why it can't happen. So what we got to do as fans is this. Whenever the next time Gary Russell's in the ring, wherever Gary Russell goes, we got to support.
Absolutely.
We got to support. See, us saying we want to fight and not supporting, it's not going to get it done. You know what I'm saying? But see, hold on. And you know what? The comment you just made speaks to what I'm saying right now. Floyd setting up any matchups, tanking the cash cow. We know that.
We can't knock that.
But here's my thing. What we got to do is this. So when next time, if Gary Russell have a fight here, don't ask for free tickets. Buy the tickets.
I definitely pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be support.
Wherever he's at, support.
Absolutely. And I really want to see that fight so bad, man.
Hold on. Somebody said, hold on, I'm going to see this. So they're saving boxes from a Charlo Lubin situation. You mean the first round knockout that Charlo gave Lubin? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, probably so. He probably saying like the matchmakers not trying to, you know what I'm saying, to make sure they keep that money flowing. I wouldn't say that. I just think, you know what I'm saying, you build the fight up. Like Floyd marketing the boy right, but this boy can't stay out of trouble, man.
Here's the thing. He's dead on though. Because a lot of people, a lot of these promoters, a lot of these fighters, put it like this. It's clear that put it like this. It's clear that Ryan Garcia had more confidence in himself than Oscar De La Hoya does. That's clear.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? I really think he wants.
Everybody come back here for a minute. Hold on. let me bring the car back for a minute. I just thought about something. Because in the middle of this whole conversation, stay with me. In the Bud Pacquiao situation, right? The same guy that was going on and on about Thurman not talking to Al and all that. They go through this. If Pac was to fight if Bud was to fight Pacquiao and win, does that make him the A side? No. But this is the biggest name he ever fought. That's not saying a lot, and that's not how you.
You can use the same argument.
But listen, let me say something to you. And before y'all come at me, I'm not a Bud Crawford hater. I'm a Bud Crawford fan. I love both of them. I'm not on that train that if you like Earl, you hate Terrence. If you like Terrence, you hate Earl. I'm not on that.
Both of them sharp, bro.
I like them. But let me tell you something. It started out with he's going to fight Conor McGregor. Then he went to he's going to fight Ryan Garcia. Not Danny Garcia, not Mikey Garcia, Ryan Garcia, who's not even 147 pounds. So then we went from there to Mikey Garcia, right? So hold on. Now he's stopping at Terrence. Let's tell you what he's doing. Exactly what happened. Manny Pacquiao's trying to get a payday. But he's trying to do it with a fight that he thinks he can win.
Absolutely.
So guess what? If he went from that to this, what he's saying is clearly.
He sees something.
It's clear what he's saying. He's saying, I'm willing to fight Terrence. Yeah. I'm willing to fight Terrence because that's the one that could probably make me the most money. But I definitely don't want to fight Earl Spence.
You think? Hold up, though. You think he make more money fighting Crawford than Mikey Garcia?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because after Mikey lost to Earl, they dropped his value.
I still think though just the fan base, man, that they bring, man.
His fan base dipped on him.
They finally bring the heavy fan base. I don't know.
Didn't, though. They didn't. Did you see his last fight with Jesse Vargas?
Yeah, I saw it.
There wasn't a whole lot of hype to it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Exactly. Jesse Vargas ain't no bad fighter. I like Jesse Vargas.
Mm-hmm. He's sharp.
But see, they dropped Mikey's value after he lost to Earl.
Yeah, Mikey, man.
Like I said, listen, they fished the fight out there. I'm pretty sure if the fans was biting, they fished that fight.
Okay. Yeah.
But like I said, what he's clearly saying is this: he only will fight Earl if it's the last resort.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that. I think Earl too big for him, man. Just too big, too strong. Too big, too strong.
Because nobody's gonna make him more money than Earl.
Yeah. Yeah, you seen it? You got some good money on there. Yeah, but I think who you think they're gonna line Spencer up with next?
Uganda's Uga. I
like that fight.
I do and I don't. I kind of hope. This is the oddest situation. All right, everybody, let's be clear for a minute. We don't want. Listen, if you're a true fan of everything, you don't want the Earl Spence fight with Bud Crawford right now anyway. Not under these circumstances.
Yeah, you gotta let it build, man. It
ain't about letting it build. It's like this. After this next fight, whoever he fight, he's out of the top rank contract. He can do whatever he want to do. He could be independent. He could go to Triller. He can go whatever. But as long as he don't re-sign with Top Rank or go to the zone, we know the fight can happen.
Yeah.
But if he signs back with Top Rank, or if he signs with the zone, don't ever bring that fight up to me again. Anybody, don't bring that fight up to me ever again. I don't want to hear it. You could say Earl's ducking till the cows come home. I know you tripping.
Right. Hey, I got a question for you. You think it's a possibility he might, kind of do something like with Floyd? Because I see him and Floyd been real chummy lately, and Floyd been, giving him praises.
What Floyd gonna probably make him do or try to get him to do is go independent.
Yeah, and he broke deals to him.
Yeah, do the same thing Canelo doing.
Yeah.
Hood hop. That's fine. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
But get the stumbling block out the way.
Yeah.
Because see now you negotiating your own price. Nobody see this. Listen, for those that don't get it and understand, what Floyd and all the guys over there on the other side have been trying to convey to them fighters, and you now see Teofimo doing it. When you are locked down to that promoter, you're not brokering your own deal. He goes in the room, he makes the phone call, he comes back to you with a piece of paper and says, "This is what's going on." You have no say so.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they say they got a boss or he got a boss. Because you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Now, what they're saying is this: on the other side, no, they're not. We all know Al Heyman is the top guy, but what it is they have some wiggle room. See, he allows them to go out and broker side deals. Just like people don't know that Deontay Wilder has side contracts with all his fights, where he got extra $5 million coming from there. He got an extra $5 million coming from there. That's why I keep telling everybody, you don't know what they made for that fight. Stop saying that. Because what's on that contract is not what he made.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like everybody Deontay Wilder's so stupid for turning down $100 million. No, he wasn't. That was a dumb deal.
Yeah.
And now shows you that. Because they're saying they're going to offer Tyson Fury $100 million flat out.
Wow.
Now to fight Anthony Joshua. That's
so what
What
are they giving Joshua?
$100 million.
Or they gonna get both of them 100?
That's the deal that Deontay Wilder's supposed to get. Not 13 million, not 15 million, not a 3-fight deal with 2 of them against Joshua for $100 million. That's not a deal.
Yeah.
So you're telling on yourself with that deal in itself. Because think about this. You asked that man to fight a 3-fight deal, 2 of them against Joshua for $100 million, right? That was the deal you offer him. But you're offering Tyson Fury $100 million flat out right now. boxing is not in a better place now than it was when that fight was about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It was more money on it. It was more money to be made and more money to shell out when Deontay Wilder was asking for that deal. So don't come with me with the it was less money then. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because now we don't even know how many people they can let in the arena. We don't know if you know what the pandemic rule. Back then, they easily could have filled up 100,000 people at Wembley Stadium overseas.
Big time. That's big facts right there, huh? Like them and them fans, they gonna show them support for them dudes.
Exactly.
Man. They're gonna be cheering like they in a soccer game.
So you asking them? Come on, man. Listen, listen. It's basic. Listen, for all y'all, listen. Everything I'm saying, Google it, look it up. It's all there. It's all there. All I'm saying is, if you gonna pop all this stuff off in the Boxing DC group, you gonna say all this stuff on your show. Back it up with something. I need facts. Get out your feelings. I know you may not like this particular group, or you like this group better, or whatever. Because now, listen, I'm really gonna tell you what your problem is. That when we get you on the screen and hold a debate,
hold their feet to the fire, Slim.
I'm gonna tell you what your real problem is, but I'm gonna wait till I got you. I ain't gonna talk about behind your back.
That's right. Yeah.
You know
hey, what you think about this dude? Not to get off, just real quick, man. I ain't heard enough from him. What's the big Nigerian dude? I like that dude, F.A. Ajagba. What is he doing?
You got me on that one. You got me on that one.
I heard he called Wilder.
Oh,
yeah.
Hold on. Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Big F.A. the one that made the dude walk off the ring. He walked in the ring, was like, "Oh nah." So
but didn't he get dropped one of his last couple fights?
Yeah, then he came back and knocked the dude out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Listen, speaking of Wilder,
I like him.
I don't think he's ready for Wilder. But speaking of Wilder, Dylan White.
It's power. Both hands.
Dylan White is they trying to get a Dylan White Deontay Wilder fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, that fight not gonna happen.
No.
It's not gonna happen. Because Eddie Hearn is not gonna pay him what he want to pay.
Nope.
And then on top of that, they're gonna argue about who's the A side. It should be Deontay Wilder. Because the only thing Dylan White did was knock out a man that knocked him out.
Yep. That's it.
How does that get you the A side?
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Deontay Wilder lost too, but he lost to the world champion that ain't nobody beat. You know what I'm saying? Alexander Povetkin been knocked out many times.
Yeah, Povetkin, man, he didn't look right though. He looked like, I know they said he had corona or something. He looked sick. He looked sick in that fight. He looked real sick, bro. Yeah. So yeah, man. Wilder, man. I don't know, man. Wilder in a bad place, bro. He in a bad place, man. It ain't looking right for him. It ain't looking good.
I know, man.
It ain't looking good for him, man. Like I think he really should have just took advantage and did what he was supposed to do. But I believe he wasn't training, man. That last fight, he wasn't training.
Well, I think he was. I just think he got caught up in the Hollywood.
Yeah, but even his trainer said he wasn't training like he was supposed to. They said, I guess he was just relying on that. And like you said, the Hollywood thing, what he, was just knocking people out, wasn't really putting the work in like he was supposed to. That stuff is show, man, when you play around with top tier fighters, man, it's not a game. No.
I mean, here's the thing. When they showed him in the training camp, right? And then you saw him like he injured the coach one time.
Yeah.
One of them had to go to the hospital. And they was doing that like to show off his punching power. But that right there was a red flag to a lot of people because that shows you, okay, bro, listen, we are about getting you ready for a mega fight, a major fight.
Yeah.
This fight is major.
Really?
And y'all putting on, he hit so hard he put people in the hospital, and that's good and that's fine, but that's not getting you ready for Tyson Fury. And so that's what Mark Berlin is speaking to.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Mark Brennan is hurt. I just hope somehow
he was, man. He was.
That they find a way that they all can just go somewhere, powwow that thing up, because it's not a good look to see them doing what they doing.
Nah, it's over. I think that's a wrap. I think that's a wrap. I don't think he ain't gonna never trust him no more because Wilder just look like he ain't got no integrity, man. You know, if you're a man, you know what I'm saying, you're always supposed to carry yourself with some sense of, you know what I'm saying, integrity, man. I just didn't like it, man. And Wilder do what he want. I respect him. That's just my, personal opinion, man. You don't do a dude like that believe in you, man. Mark Breland believed in that dude, man. You know.
Yeah, and he looked out for you.
Yeah. And once he starts feeling the beans, he said it. He wasn't training like that. He said it himself. He said it himself.
I mean, listen, he saved that man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when they asked him why he did it, he looked at him. He's sitting there, like even when the fight was over. Like I went back and I looked at the fight, and as I look at the fight, I'm like, you know what? It wasn't as bad as it looked, as I thought it looked originally.
Yeah.
And then when you look at when he stopped the fight, he told Wilder was like, "Why you do that?" He was like, "Bro,
you about to get yourself
stand up. Your eardrum look like it's busted. You don't have your legs is not there. You said yourself in your interview, your legs wasn't right. So if you ain't got no legs, you ain't got the power to hurt the fighter that's coming at you.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
And you can get hit with a good punch, man, possibly die, man. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. So I think he did the right thing, man. And man, listen, you can't if you ain't show up that night, you just gotta there to fight another day, man. But I think he put himself in a bad situation because like we don't know what we got now. The boy already got pins and rods and I think both his hands. I don't care how hard you get hit, man. The age gonna start telling on you. You know what I mean? So either he gonna have to really sit down and hone in and gonna really have to work on his fundamentals, which I don't think, is gonna happen because, as a grown man, once you get set in your ways, man, you do things the way you do them. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think it's nothing there, man, on that one. I don't think he can get no better. But, is his power still gonna be the same?
I don't know. We gotta see. That's why I said I didn't want him to get that Tyson Fury fight now. Let's go ahead.
Is he 36? Is he 36? Is he 36, 34, 35?
Nah, I don't think he does. I think he's like 33.
Oh, I thought he was like 36. Yeah, I mean,
what I wanted to do, just go ahead and get him a couple keep busy fights. Or I don't mind Dylan White. For all those out there thinking that's a mega fight or a major fight, I'm not
what's the other guy over there that him and Dylan White kind of favor? What's the other guy's name?
Charles Martin.
No, not Charles Martin. He's from England too, and they always fight. They fought each other before.
Oh, Berkshire Shore.
Say again.
Berkshire Shore.
No. What's this boy's name, man?
It got to be Berkshire Shore.
Say his name again.
Dirk Chisora.
Yeah, Dirk Chisora. Yeah. Why not him?
He got a fight coming up. He about to fight Joseph Parker.
Oh yeah, Joseph Parker. That's right. He has he changed his trainer. Who's his trainer now? Andy Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Andy Lee is training now. They said Tyson Fury recommended that. Yeah. They say he been looking better too.
Yeah. So he about to he sent the Jones he fighting Joseph Parker, so he already signed in. Go ahead and fight Charles Martin. Listen, Wilder, go ahead and fight Charles Martin. Get him out of here.
Yeah, Charles Martin.
Then go ahead and knock out Dylan White. Get him out of here, and then cash in. But see, here's the sweet thing he can do. See, Wilder's got a sweet situation. He can fight them two dudes, make him a little bag. He definitely gonna get a bag if he fight Dylan White. But then he negotiate with a lawyer to make Tyson Fury and Joshua pay you step aside money for their two fights.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh my God, there's no way. Listen, they had a contract, signed, sealed, and delivered that he's supposed to run it back with Wilder. There's no getting out of the contract.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, and to Wilder's point, you could say it was the pandemic, you could say it was this, you could say it was that. But, for them to just say, oh, we're just going to bypass that and go fight who we want to fight, when we want to fight.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, but you don't think like say like this scenario. Now, what if Tyson Fury beat Joshua, right? And then they end up, you know what I'm saying, whatever reason, like they knock him off so bad, he say, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and retire. You understand what I'm saying? Then what happens with you know what I'm saying, Wilder? Then he be really looking in a bad place, you know.
And here's the thing. I mean, that's the risk you got to take.
Yeah.
That's the risk you got to take. And you just got to hope that, I mean, I ain't going to lie, man. I ain't going to lie. I got to see it. But Josh was so chinny. I would not be surprised if Fury get him out
there. I go back and forth on this one, man. I think it's an even fight, man.
I think it's a fight. Listen, because see, Tyson Fury is upright and Joshua's going to throw a lot of hooks versus Wilder was throwing them straight punches. But here's the thing. We know Joshua gets hurt easily.
Yeah, but he got bricks in both of them hands though too, bro. And I've seen Tyson Fury get dropped a few times before.
But he got up.
What's the boy? Steve Cunningham. Remember Steve Cunningham with the overhand? Yeah, he did. And Steve Cunningham hit him with a violent overhand. I was like, man.
He did.
And Steve Cunningham was never really a heavyweight. You know what I mean? He was cruiserweight, but then just came on to get some money. Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody, this is what we're gonna do. See, because we didn't even get into a whole half of these topics that we had to get into. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a part 2 tomorrow.
Okay.
We're gonna do a part 2 tomorrow because I got a business meeting I gotta get to in the next 15 minutes. But
okay, my brother. So same time tomorrow?
Same time tomorrow. We back at it. We got a lot to bust down. Boxing to DC. I need to see y'all up in here. You know what I'm saying? Right. All right, champion. We get back at you on the next one.
All right.
Back.
All right.
And we out of here on Team Lonely Child Boxing, keeping it real boxing, everything boxing, man. Look, also check out the merch. Every time I'm on here, all my shirts, everything I wear, all of that is from the www.lonelychildmerch.com. You know what I mean? All support is good support. So, you know, there it is. We wear our own merch. You know what I mean? And that's how it is, man. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day.